showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it. Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work it.
And the ball is picked off.
What a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Handoff to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring out 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
But it's incomplete, and that will not bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Getting set up. Here's 2nd down. To throw. It's done. He's running out of time here. And this pass is caught. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion. The pass is intercepted. He can go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And here's the handoff. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go there, and the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, they come out in that nickel package. The move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
And here comes those throwing an offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. To the air. It's done. On the move now. Looking for a receiver deep middle. He dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
What a mistake here, not protecting the ball. He got the ball away from his body. The coverage unit did a nice job of knocking that one loose, and they get on top of it for a nice opportunity.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. They didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Finds his man. It's Thomas.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Running back grabs it on the screen. He breaks free. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a 1st down.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens.
Ah, here he goes. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll feed the back again. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to run for the first down. They're able to convert. It'll be first and goal at the 7.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Longhorns looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They break the huddle for third and goal. They're 2 for 2 on third downs this drive. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Scanning the field. It's done. It's an out route. The catch made. And he's brought down there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Dropping back. It's done. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
And I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner choosing to field this one. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell
breaks into the clear. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking downfield. It's done. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And the Tar Heels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Deep shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. It's done. The pass rush closing in. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The shotgun handoff here. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And the Tar Heels will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught inside the red zone and still running. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's done. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. It's a draw play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd and 5 after the penalty. Let's see if the offense can take advantage of that defensive mistake. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jamison. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And completion makes it second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call it quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Longhorns offense takes the field, hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter to make up this deficit. Breaks free. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
It's Thomas. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Longhorns have first and 10 here.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Texas, to put them on top now. You talk about paying a price in the pocket for your team to deliver a touchdown throw.
Great job by this quarterback. I'm going to tell you something. When this offense watches the film and they see the quarterback, the hit that he took, this is how you get rewarded, not only with a touchdown, but also the way your team starts to admire you and respect you as a player.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bond. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. And they'll give it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He brings him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. So quickly, one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
He hands it to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle, but first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Gets rid of it on the move. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Nice grab. It's Jameson.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down in the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. An inside deal now from the shotgun. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The game makes it second and medium. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Scanning the field. It's done. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And the Tar Heels are going to keep this drive rolling. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Drops back, looking to throw on 3rd and forever. He's got a man down the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. Going to run it. It's Jamison. Has the first down. It's still going. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Gets past the 35. Goes out to stiff arm. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor? Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, UNC. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Whoa, what a play here to take the lead by this defense. You expect your playmakers and your best players on the field to step up when the game's on the line, and that's exactly what this defender did here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive. A pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his back. Oh, and he very nearly threw a 4th interception today. He's going to set up 3rd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Thinks the tight end is complete. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Gonna run it. It's Thomas. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
And here we see the quarterback read the 2nd-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And now the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the The defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Need to pick up something here in third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Running out of time in the pocket. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Looking to throw. It's done. Cut quickly. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Grinding away on the ground. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. First down here for this offense. And it's a kneel down.